Breaking news. The federal government just released third quarter inflation numbers. Inflation rose 6.9% month over month. Probably the only 69 you won't ever enjoy. Well, yes, it's official. Inflation is here. What was once a penny for your thoughts is now 2 pennies for your thoughts. A dime a dozen is 2 dimes a dozen. So, what does this mean, boys and girls? I'll tell you what it means. It means you go pick up that phone and you call your sugar daddy and ask for that increase that you've been wanting to have. After all, we don't want inflation to eat you out more than he does. Welcome back, guys.
Welcome back to the F My Life podcast, the biggest, baddest, fastest growing podcast in the entire world, in this entire solar system, as a matter of fact. My name is Nona Lisa. I am your beautiful, gorgeous,
flowery, fragrant
host, and I am here with my co-host, my best friend.
I'm your co-ho.
My co-ho, my brother, Lide.
Aren't you proud of me, bestie?
I'm very proud of you. And that intro was everything.
Yes.
So are you gonna be calling your sugar daddy for an increase in your allowance?
I am the sugar daddy. Do you not?
So
this in previous podcasts?
They're gonna be calling you for an increase.
Oh, baby, they'll be going to the voicemail. They'll be going to the inflation voicemail.
Inflation is like affecting everyone at this point.
It is stabbing everyone in the butt in ways that we do not like, right, guys?
Yes. Absolutely. Like, I went to buy groceries the other day, and I spent $300 on what? What did I spend $300 on? I got some cheese, some crackers, some blueberries. That was it.
$300.
That was $300.
You know what when I went, I actually bought a bag of cherries. In fact, I kind of want to pull out the receipts right now and show y'all.
Yeah.
A bag of cherries. Guess how much it was?
10.
18, bitch.
$18?
For a bag of motherfucking cherries.
Where do those cherries come from?
I'll be thinking, let's start a business. Like, shit, I'm gonna grow some cherries right here in this kitchen in that sink.
Should we buy a cherry
One
farm?
tree can produce how many cherries? 50.
That's insane.
Let's do it. $18 for a bag of cherries, baby.
That's absolutely insane.
And half of them taste bitter as fuck, so I don't even know.
That's crazy. Right, prices are going up absolutely everywhere. Like, first it started with gas, but like the groceries now, it's crazy. Even if you go out to eat, it's absolutely crazy.
It's bleeding into everything. But let me ask you this question though. Like, how were you first introduced to inflation? Like, when did it actually become a concept that really hit home for you?
I don't know, because we were always poor. So we couldn't.
I'm sorry. True confession is for this one.
We couldn't afford stuff anyways. Like, our baseline was not affording shit.
Yeah.
So then when you add inflation on top of that.
Your baseline was like bread, water, rice, and sugar.
That's it.
Usually those things don't really, experience much.
You be eating rice.
Where are we from?
You be eating rice with water. That's it. That's all it is.
The funny thing is, like, for me, I don't know, but in my mind, ever since I was a child, my mom and dad always used to complain about things going up. Like the price of ketchup went up. The price of
Y'all had ketchup?
Flour went up.
Y'all had ketchup?
Like, they never complain. They never say when the prices of things went down. You know what I mean? All my life felt like inflation.
Yeah, we had no ketchup. Y'all had ketchup over there?
You had no mustard, no mayo?
No.
Oh, shit.
Did you just hear?
Y'all had
rice,
tomatoes? You could make
water. Crackers. That's all we had.
How to make ketchup for dummies. Use tomatoes.
We don't even have tomatoes. What are we
gonna?
But no, it's crazy. Like, I have a fairly cheap car, and I bought a cheap car on purpose. Mm-hmm. It might not be cheap to some people, but it's cheap to me. Price is relative. And when I bought this car to fill it up, it was like $45. On Sunday, 2 days ago, I paid $62. And I'm like...
Well, mine uses premium gas, right? Yeah. So before it was like $88 to fill it up. Mm-hmm. Now it's $130, baby.
$130?
$130.
$130.
So for me to maintain at the $80 the gas, I need to travel about half of the distance I used to travel.
Don't drive.
Basically, don't drive. Do not drive, baby boy. Like,
that's crazy. Like
you can't, like, what can you do in this county? You can't have kids.
No.
You cannot go out there and procreate, baby boy. Like, baby girl. Like, don't do it. What is the college tuition now with inflation?
Like, baseline $40K plus.
Now it's probably $60K. Like,
that's crazy.
I'm pretty sure, like, the way things are going.
There's no way you can afford kids in this. See, do y'all remember we had a podcast where we said don't have kids? It's been like a couple months later. Now you really shouldn't have kids.
That was applicable then? It is applicable.
It is applicable now.
It will be applicable for the foreseeable future.
I don't know how you can afford to have kids, at least in New York.
Well, let's be real. When they overturn Roe v. Wade, none of y'all ain't.
None of y'all. First of all, y'all should forget the kids. Y'all should not be having sex.
It's expensive now.
Cause y'all can't afford condoms. Y'all can't afford the birth control, and y'all cannot afford the abortions. Okay, these dudes ain't affording no $500 abortion, girl. So don't have any sex.
Baby,
all right?
It's double whammy. Like, you can't afford to have kids, and you can't afford to have abortions.
You can't afford to have sex.
So just don't sit still and look pretty.
Right? And when they overturn Roe v. Wade, it's over for all y'all.
It's done.
So just be celibate. Stay home and flick the bean. Stay home and flick the bean.
I never swallowed my own.
Stay home and wrangle that snake.
Wrangle.
Because you cannot afford to have kids in this economy. You can barely afford to take care of yourself.
You can afford to stay home.
You can afford to stay home.
It's so funny you say that because, like, now I gotta, like, economize on loops. It's like, I gotta start using more spit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, when that hit home. That hit me in the heart, Biden. You didn't tell me about this.
Bring Trump back.
Bring Trump back. Trump 2020 now, right?
Trump.
Like, it's... Where is he? Where is he? Is he in Florida or Cancun? I don't know.
Wherever he is, bring Trump back. Like, who in the UAE, like, got a blow to reduce these gas prices?
I am telling y'all, who in the UAE want a baby? I will have that baby for you, baby.
Lide is here to provide a service.
You, your dad, your grandfather can run a train on me, baby. Like, I'm willing. If that's what OPEC need, if that's the sacrifice, I am willing to make it.
Like, you could make that sacrifice for all of us, for like a total benefit, you know?
I will give it up. I will give it up. Furthermore, as to Russia, thanks for what you did. Now we're in an even worse position. You know, you went ahead and did you, and now all of a sudden the world is up in flames.
So many people are blaming Biden, though. They're like...
People are blaming Biden. Biden is blaming Russia. He's calling it the Putin price hikes.
Really?
I'm like, Lord, when are we going to run out of these political slogans?
I don't know. We can't even afford to buy houses. Oh, great. Don't have any kids? Because where are you going to put them? Where are you going to put
Baby,
the kids?
you're living in a studio in New York City.
You living in a studio...
The size of a closet space, baby.
The size of a closet. You and your girl split in the studio.
Oh, shit.
Where are you going to put the kids? Where are you putting these children?
I'm telling y'all. Well, we told them not to have sex, so...
We told y'all stop having sex. No sex 2022. There's no point in having sex.
There is no point.
No, stay home and watch porn and, like, you know, wrangle that thing. Because there is no point in having sex. Guys, we started this podcast off hot, okay? Real hot.
Do you, are you seeing what's happening with, like, the markets? Do you have any investments?
I have a couple of invest. I can't
invest without the mints.
I can't even get the word out. I have a couple of investments, but I want to go back a little bit to, like, Biden. Do you remember when people were so excited that we got those stimulus checks? Well, it was last year, right?
Yeah, I remember. People were like, oh my God, so excited. And then they were like, these 1 and 2 Republican senators were like, oh my God, this is going to cause inflation in the near future.
And nobody listened.
And no one really cared. Everybody was taking the stimulus check, out buying what?
Y'all were out at seafood boils. Y'all were out buying crab legs.
Y'all was out at seafood boils? Now we boiling in this motherfucking ocean, baby.
Y'all was at Prada and Louis Vuitton, and y'all was buying crab legs. None of y'all were catching up with your rent, catching up with your credit card bills, catching up on your child support. You were out wasting the money. You was getting your nails done and then going to Cancun.
Now where the stimmy at? Now the price has gone up. Where the stimmy at? When you need it now, where it at?
What'd you do with your stimulus checks?
I didn't get one, remember? I didn't qualify.
Life makes too much money, so you didn't qualify. I think I qualified for 2.
What did you do with your stimulus check?
I think I just saved it.
Oh.
I didn't spend it.
See, that's what y'all should have done.
I'm like very conservative as a person though, generally. Yeah. Like I'll spend money on some things, but I don't really go crazy.
Yeah, you did the right thing because the whole point of like the whole reason why inflation is happening now in part is because so much cash is out.
Yeah.
People are spending it like crazy. So
Yeah. So we can go back to the crypto thing. I have some stuff.
Yeah.
Not in crypto. I have some stocks. And it took a little dip, but it's nothing
baby
crazy.
girl, mine is like 68% down.
No,
like,
talk to us. Tell us.
The Doge coin or whatever, down. Like I keep getting alerts from Robinhood that like 5% down, 5% down, 5% up, 5% down, 5% down. I stopped counting at this point.
All I'm hearing
like,
is down.
That's what I'm saying. Like y'all just tell me when we hit the floor, and let me know how much I can recuperate. Like that's all I would want to know at this point.
Do you think Bitcoin's gonna go back up? It's like 50% down, right?
Yeah, roughly. I've read a few articles online, and some people were like, "Oh my God, this is the end of cryptocurrency. Like, what's once a dead asset is for sure now a dead asset." And some people opine by saying, you know, after this decline in crypto, there will be a new height created, a new peak created. So I'm hoping it's the latter, best friend. Wasn't like half of my net worth is fucking this crypto.
Because now I'm like tempted to buy because it's so cheap. I'm like,
well, that's the thing, right? Like, you should definitely buy. Like, you should definitely like.
But what if it just goes to zero and then half my life savings is?
Okay, well, I'm not sure if it will ever go to zero though. I really hope not. So. Now that like things are so expensive, right? How are you substituting away from like more expensive items to more affordable items? Like what?
I'm just not eating.
I am dying.
I'm eating one meal a day.
This is the inflation diet?
I'm eating one meal a day. I mostly make my coffee at home. And you know, might trade in my car for a bike.
A Citibike, baby.
A Citibike. Yo, them Citibikes are fucked up. Like,
right? Remember when we tried riding them in Miami?
We were in Miami trying to ride Citibikes, and the rust on these bikes, like they were not even turning properly.
The wheels on the bus did not go round and round.
No, but yeah, I'm trading my car for a nice little mountain bike. Some see me on the Van Wyck on a bike. If y'all see me on the Van Wyck on a bike, you know, just like stop me and like give me a ride because I'm exhausted.
You know what I started doing? So my dishwasher fluid, like, baby, I'm cutting that shit. I'm extending that shit in half.
Put water.
Half water, half dishwasher fluid. Nobody ain't gotta know. The hand washing fluid in that bathroom, you think it's all of it is hand wash fluid, baby. Half of it is water.
But
y'all will never know.
What if your dishes don't get washed properly?
Just apply some elbow grease, the fuck? Like, just rub a little harder.
They're your plates,
You're
though.
used to rubbing anyway, just rub it a little harder.
So you're just gonna rub it harder. What else are you doing?
Well, I already talked about using more spit during sex. What else am I doing? Definitely, I'm gonna start cutting some holidays out because holidays getting a little too expensive right now.
Yeah.
Valentine's Day, gotta go, baby. Like, I can't afford to buy gifts for Valentine's Day.
I mean, was you even celebrating Valentine's Day?
Okay, good. Not you calling me out, saying I was single forever. Thanks. Juneteenth, gone. Rosa Parks' birthday, baby,
gone.
No longer a holiday. Thanksgiving,
Flag Day, out of here.
This Peru, gone. Another thing I'm gonna start doing. Another thing I'm gonna do is start consolidating gifts. Like you and your boyfriend, I'm gonna get y'all one gift together. Y'all gonna share a dildo, baby. Like that's it.
Absolutely.
You and him will join hands, and y'all will participate in this indulgence.
You could get one of those two-sided ones.
Baby, that's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
Shit, that's what I'm gonna start doing. Your birthday gift, and your Christmas gift gonna be one gift.
One gift. That's it.
That's it. Inflation gift. That's it. It's
inflation
over.
Gift.
It's over. It's over.
There's. That's it.
That's it. Nothing else.
No ifs, ands, or buts.
Or buts. Or buts. That's it.
Guys, we're gonna take a little break, and we'll be right back.
So, Nona, when was your last trip to Dollar Tree?
I love the dollar store. Okay,
same.
Let me tell you. I used to live at the dollar store when I was poor and broke. Now I have more money, but
some old habits take long to die.
Oh no, I love going to the dollar store. But you know what? I went like 2 weeks ago, and baby, it's not $1 anymore.
It's $2.
It's not. Things are like $1.39, $1.50, $2. I'm like,
why be throwing odd numbers at us? Like,
right? I'm like, no, I want it.
$1.49.
I am willing to pay $1.
$1.51.
Take it or leave it.
What is $1.51?
No, I'm not doing that. This is the dollar motherfucking store, and that is all that I am willing to like put up with.
You know, I went to one the other day, and you know they'd have like these promotions. They have like buy two get one free. Bitch, they had buy two and they clipped the get one free off. It was a buy two promotion, bitch.
Just buy two.
Just buy two.
Just buy two so we can make twice as much money.
Right, exactly.
There's no getting one
There's
free.
no discount whatsoever. Buy two. They even have the little comma hanging and they clip off the rest.
That's crazy. You know, like when I had just moved to the US, like about 7 years ago, I used to buy like food at the dollar store, and that's what I ate because like other stuff was too expensive.
Like, what food did you buy? Would you buy like eggs in the dollar store?
Oh yeah, I would buy eggs. I used
The eggs are being good.
And I used to buy the cheese and like the stuff in the frozen section, and honestly, it was gross. Like the cheese was not cheese, baby. That was water and oil.
Really?
Yeah, but like we just used to eat it because like that was the cheapest thing.
It just boggles my mind that the FDA would allow such foods out there.
Oh, I could tell you a thing or two about the FDA.
Tell me.
Okay? Because in my like actual life, I work with the FDA a lot at my job.
Yeah.
And I can tell you a thing or two, baby.
But
But
just don't give a fuck.
I would like to keep my job. So I'm gonna save that for a later time.
I think we can pretty much deduce what's happening. But you know, inflation seems to be going to the moon and not coming back. Like it's clear that it is without an upper limit. That's
yeah,
what
and if y'all haven't realized it, we are here to tell you because maybe some of y'all not keeping up.
Yeah, baby. Get
Keep up.
Get off your Xbox a little bit. You know.
Stop watching. Stop watching Keeping Up with the Kardashians and keep up with us. Okay.
Exactly.
We're telling you the truth.
Stick your head out your bedroom window and just see what's up. You know. But yeah, inflation seems to be going out of whack. Like literally without a bottom. How are you preparing yourself to adjust? Because it will get worse.
Yeah, I think generally I am just going to hold on to more cash. I'm just going to save more.
Yeah.
I mean, I always save, but I think I'll just be a little bit more conscious of saving more. And hopefully, you know, over the next year also increase, you know, my income a little bit.
But what about people who can't save really? Like people who live paycheck to paycheck, you know, they barely make ends meet. Sometimes they make less than their expenses.
Yeah, I mean, obviously the ideal is reducing your expenses, but what if you reduce it? Like, so much of Americans are living paycheck to paycheck, so what if you're already at your baseline and can't afford your life? You might just have to go and get a second job.
But here's the thing though, like, yeah, I feel like up until like 2 months ago, like jobs were plentiful. There were more jobs.
Oh yeah, like people
them.
did not want to work.
Right, but now I see like all these tech companies laying people off. Like Coinbase, for example, laid off a good chunk of their workforce.
Yeah, people are getting laid
So
off.
now the tide is flipping, right?
Yeah.
So could people still go out and find those jobs? This is my question. Like,
I don't know. It depends, I guess, on how qualified you are.
Right.
But I mean, the gig economy is so big too, so you can always like go drive for Uber, go work for a delivery service. They're like TaskRabbit, stuff like that. I mean, you can always do that.
Yeah, exactly. Like nowadays, like, you know, there's such a huge need for like these trade jobs, like carpentry,
That's another thing,
electrician,
babes. Like, not everybody
plumbers.
needs a college degree. Like, there are a lot of trade things that you can do. Go to trade school, baby.
Why everybody trying to grow up and be a rapper? Why is y'all can't grow up to be a carpenter?
Just
why
go-
y'all can't grow up
go-
to be like an electrician?
Go be an electrician, babes.
Yeah.
You're gonna make good money, I promise you.
They are definitely gonna make bank.
They make more money than like a lot of corporate people do.
Yeah, per the hour. Like if you do that math, like it's per the hour. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
And you can get overtime, babes. Go to trade school. Go start now. Enroll today. The day that you're listening to this podcast.
Right, exactly.
As a matter of fact, I'm gonna go enroll after this. I'm gonna go learn to be a welder or some shit because
What? Catch me with that little
with the mask
thing.
and the torch.
Y'all will never see me.
And the
Y'all never notice me.
they would never see.
Incognito. That's me. Shoot.
Oh my gosh. What else? Like, what other advice can we give people on how to deal with inflation? Hold on to your cash. See if you can make a little extra money or get a new job.
Yeah. Get a new job. Definitely, like, I think some basic behaviors they can change. Like, some people have subscriptions to, like, for example, Hulu that they probably don't use. They probably use Netflix.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I know it's small, but still,
Mm-hmm.
you could cut that out, right? Like, you could cut out
You can
subscriptions to
share
your
accounts with people.
Right.
The Netflix account I use, baby, that shit ain't mine. I haven't paid for Netflix in ever. I've never had an account. I've always used other people's.
My point. Also, get rid of your OnlyFans account, baby. You don't need that. Go to Pornhub.
Please.
It's the same porn, sometimes even better actors, if you'd ask me.
Stop tipping those girls on OnlyFans. Alright? They're millionaires. And you over here with your $20K a year salary.
I hate inflation.
Eating box mac and cheese. You can't afford to pay your rent.
And cheese from Dollar Tree that tastes like well, what up?
And you tipping this girl on OnlyFans. You got your priorities mixed up, my friend. You got your priorities mixed up.
Definitely. It's so funny, like...
Those are the same people that went out and bought the crab legs.
Oh, right? It's the same people keep making
$1,200.
the same mistakes over and over that got us in this mess in the first
Honestly, and you know what? I really, as coming from someone who's been around a lot of poverty, I'm not trying to like be like, oh, woe me, whatever. You know, I'm just trying to be real.
Yeah.
I feel like poverty is kind of a mentality. Obviously, it means not having enough money, but if you always think that this is the lifestyle I'm going to live, you always live that lifestyle.
Yeah.
There's no like ambition to get out of that. You think this is it.
Right.
I don't know if you understand what I'm saying.
I definitely do, and I think one of the tools that capitalism uses to keep people in poverty, credit cards.
Yeah.
Credit cards. Credit cards make you feel like you have all this money, but you really don't. It's someone else's money. But it makes you feel like I have so much money that I can go max it out every single month, let the balances keep revolving, or accumulate year over year, whatever, you know, and the only repercussion is you get a lower credit score. Like, there's no other penalty to you because it's a credit card, you know.
Yeah, and if you're not somebody who's like trying to get a loan to start a business or go buy a house or something like that, you don't care about your credit score.
Exactly. You don't care about it until time
you
comes
need it.
for you to actually care about it.
Right?
That's the sad part.
And what are the APRs on these credit cards? They're like 24, 25%.
Well, that was then. By the way, rates are higher now, so it's probably 30%.
It's probably, 28, 29,
yeah,
30%.
It's probably crazy high. So
cut your credit cards. That's our next piece of advice.
cut your credit cards. Like, literally, like, this is the time. Like,
put them in the freezer.
If this inflationary economy doesn't get people in check, like, I don't know what will. Like, this is the next big thing, you know? A recession is coming, guys. Like, this is super important. But yeah, just be mindful of that. This is the next big thing. This will hurt the economy, and it will affect some people. So, like, all jokes aside, you know, that's one thing I hope people take away from this. Like, although this is a funny podcast, we still want to bring some realism to it.
Yeah, we want to talk about some real shit too, because this is it's real.
Yeah.
Do you have credit cards that you use though?
Like,
just
credit cards
in your
I
life,
use? Yeah, I have credit cards I use.
Do you max them out, or you just use them a little bit?
If I use them, I pay them off right away.
Yeah, so that's what you need to do, guys. If you're using up the limit on your credit cards, you need to pee it. You need to pee
in it. Pee on it. But you know what I like the cashback cards, so I like pay like big bills on it. Like, I pay my rent on it, and I get like some cash back. Like, you know,
me
that's
too.
what I love.
Absolutely. Guys, you need to be paying off your credit card balance.
Yeah, prepare yourself.
Don't let that shit linger.
Because another day is not another dollar right now.
No, another day is 50 cents.
That's
okay,
it.
You gotta work. You gotta work 2 days to make $1.
And that's it. Beware. That's all I'm gonna say.
You can't say that we didn't warn you. We're here to give you advice. We're here to talk shit, but we're also here to give you advice.
There is some advice in the shit that we talk about.
Yeah, we're trying to
There's
help
some
you.
truth in the jokes that we make.
We're trying to help you.
But thank you guys. We hope you enjoyed this podcast.
Yes. Please like and subscribe if you're watching the video version of this podcast on my YouTube channel, Nona Lisa. You can follow me on Instagram at Nona Lisa. Lide doesn't want you to know. He hates talking to anyone.
Don't look at me on the street. Don't hail me at the grocery store. No,
No.
I'm dealing with inflation at the grocery store. Please don't bother me.
Goodbye.
Bye, guys.